I'm Nancy Tanner. I'm from Northern Virginia, and I'm very sad to say that 33 years ago I had an abortion. But my story starts with a history of injury from encounters at Planned Parenthood. First was in college when they prescribed a high-dose pill that left me with a blood clot in my leg, followed by a torn cervix when they tried to put a IUD into me. Even with those experiences, I wasn't smart enough to not go into that Planned Parenthood right here in D.C. At that point, I was estranged from my first husband. I was raising daughters, 2 young daughters, as a teacher, and I wanted to protect them from an unplanned pregnancy. The father of the baby told me, "It's your choice what to do, but if you choose abortion, I will pay for it." Everyone and everything I turned to told me that abortion was my only choice. So I went ahead and did it. And instead of the quick and promised easy fix to my situation that this abortion was supposed to be, it instead sent shockwaves of pain in every direction. The actual experience was brutal. I felt as if my insides were being torn apart, and I can still hear the terrible sound of that vacuum machine. The doctors poured the remains of what had been my precious child, Robert Joseph, onto a tray in front of me, and then yelled at me because he could not find all of the baby body parts. At that point, I wanted to die, and I tried to bury that experience so it wouldn't affect me or anyone else. But no matter how hard I tried to bury it, I couldn't. I had been coerced by those Planned Parenthood workers into signing a release form that said that they could dispose of the product of conception, as they called it, any way they wanted, maybe for scientific research. Imagine how I felt when the Planned Parenthood videos came out in 2015, showing what becomes of the remains of those aborted children. When I saw them, I wanted to die all over again. Do you know how devastating it is to know that my child's remains were likely sold for profit? But I applaud the work of the Center for Medical Progress in exposing the truth of Planned Parenthood. After my abortion, I felt a period of relief for a moment and then quickly fell into a deep depression. I became self-loathing, detached from those that I loved. My relationships with my families and friends suffered as I distanced myself. Who could love me after what I had done? And at my lowest point, when I no longer wanted to live, I discovered that God still loved me. Mary, the mother of Jesus, led me to him and to healing. I sought forgiveness through the sacrament of reconciliation and attended Rachel's Vineyard weekend. I began praying at abortion clinics, counseling other women, just to know that my abortion was not a quick and easy fix. I still suffer from that decision I made so many years ago. Planned Parenthood wants to have women keep the pain of abortion a deep secret. We want you to share our stories. Go home and tell your friends and neighbors and family members to go to our website. Read the stories that are there so that you know what the truth is. Abortion hurts women, and that's why we're Silent No More. Thank you.